Hello, everyone. The clip you're about to hear is from one of our exclusive Patreon episodes on a recent horror release, and just like all of our other episodes, it might include major spoilers for said horror release, so don't listen to it if you haven't already seen it. You've officially been warned. And if you'd like to hear the full episode, just head on over to patreon.com/horrorqueers and subscribe today. Without further ado, here is your exclusive Patreon clip. She developed the screenplay over 2 years, loosely inspired by the short Reality Plus, and here's the thing, Joe. The final script was 146 pages long, with just 29 pages devoted to dialogue.
That is wild. Yeah, you said this before we started recording, that there isn't a lot of lines to pick from in terms of our opener, and I kind of balked at the idea, but now that you're saying it again, I guess I am realizing, yeah, this movie is so visually driven. I think I'm substituting a lot of internal dialogue I'm having with the film in place of real dialogue within the film.
And you're forgiven for balking at me because when I read that fact, I was like, what? No.
That's not right.
but I hadn't rewatched the film yet, so I rewatched it for this, and I was like, oh, okay. I think you really start to see how much is done just visually in the film.
Yeah.
How much is communicated visually over dialogue.
Which to me is the film's greatest strength. Whether you want to quibble with, how heavy-handed the message is, whether you feel like it's too stylish and glitz and glamour and nothing under the surface, we can have those debates, but there is an undeniable visual wow factor in this movie.
100%. So I'm going to start with sound, and then we're going to go into visuals. But
okay, tell me everything.
But all this plays into the screenplay because we're recording this. This is middle December, and there have been some screenshots of the script for The Substance that have leaked, and it is.
Oh, okay.
It is intense. Farjat describes everything in detail, but the onomatopoeia she uses for the Foley work she wants is sublime. So, okay, the journey of this screenplay. So Farjat begins by researching images and sounds that were going to be the emotional core of the film and give it its unique personality, which is something she does for all of her films, by the way. So,
okay.
She listens to a lot of music, noting that listening to music is how she builds her scenes and is the most important aspect of how she would drive them, which I thought was interesting.
Very interesting. No, I'm curious. Are you going to tell me some of the music she listened to? Because I know it's probably not going to mean anything to you, but it might mean something to listeners.
Oh, it's going to mean something to both of us, actually. So,
okay.
As for the type of music, it was actually music that could put her in some sort of trance regarding the universe of the film. So in the case of this one, it was a lot of experimental music, music that quote unquote expresses the flesh.
Wow.
So what she was listening to on repeat was Micah Levi's score for Under the Skin.
Fuck yeah. Oh my God. The through line, that was a light bulb moment for me. That is wild. That makes so much fucking sense.
I saw that and I was like, oh, Joe's going to be so happy.
You know me too well.
She also listened to hypersexualized music, which would build the universe of Sue's show Pump It Up.
Okay. I'm wondering, is that like Charlie XCX?
I guess so. Modern pop. But generally speaking, Farjat works with symbolism that doesn't use a lot of dialogue. So, as we've said, she started to write the best symbolism she could think of about how beauty has been made into some kind of goal or prism with its promise of happiness. And when you lose that beauty, of course, you crumble. That happiness is gone. That's all it is. So for her, that symbol was Hollywood. And it was this dreamy representation that's also linked to appearance and how people see you, this hyper scrutinization, and also a surface level of happiness and joy. So all of this, she was like, that's all baked into Hollywood. And I want to explore that because she thinks that all those things embody everything every woman has to deal with. And depending on what you look like or don't look like, you will be valued or not valued or feel accepted or not accepted based on all of that.
Isn't it sad how universal this feels? Everything you said makes perfect sense, and it's not a new message, which is, interestingly enough, one of the feminist critiques from people who don't like this movie all that much. Is they're like, this is a story that's been told forever.